Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha the Preacher. So, today I'm going to talk about the word unicorn. And I'm not talking about the little cute unicorns that, elementary school age kids carry around, a little fuzzy horse looking thing with one horn. As cute as those things are, I'm not talking about those. What I'm talking about are unicorns in the non monogamous lifestyle. I'll just put it very, you know, generalized that way. And because I'm a Christian, I'm not only a Christian though, I'm a pagan Christian, and you know, I'm one of those people who take a little bit of everything, you know. So, but I do want to refer to the Bible. There are 9 scriptures in the Bible that mention the word unicorn. And in the Bible, a unicorn is an animal, kind of like a wild ox kind of thing, with the one horn. Okay. In the Bible, a unicorn is reference to something that is strong, strong, okay, and has and the horn offers like a blessed anointing, like an oil, like an anointed oil, the horn. So strength and oil, um, anointed. A unicorn is symbolic of blessings. Um, with that anointed oil, I would even say healing, healing, So, in the non monogamous world, as you all know, I'm polyamorous. I'm not only polyamorous, but I'm mostly polyamorous. I'm mostly polyamorous, but I have other little titles that I identify as well. But in the non monogamous world, being a unicorn universally is a bisexual person, whether a man or a woman. That person is bisexual, biromantic, bisensual. They have an attraction to both a woman and a man. Although the attraction may, like I am far more romantically attracted to women. I'm like very submissive to women. You know, I'm a strong woman, in my family, in my life, I hold it down. But when I date a couple, you know, the woman has to be strong because I like for her to kind of lead, not control, I, you know, but just lead that relationship. It's her marriage, her husband. I'm somebody else's wife, and I hold down my life. But when I'm in their world, I like for her to lead, you know. And this is how I look at it, Other people look at dating couples differently, you know. But this unicorn here want to talk about what being a unicorn really is, what it is today. I don't know what it was in the past, you know. I mean, I've heard some stuff, you know, and there's good and bad with any relationship dynamic, any, whether you're monogamous, whether you are completely open all around and whatever, whether you're closed or whatever, you're gonna have challenges. But today's unicorns, okay, we're educated. I have a PhD. My husband has a PhD. Okay? We know how to read. We read articles and we can Google stuff and we read the pros and cons of the lifestyle. A lot of us are independent. We don't even need another person's assets. There are a lot of single women. I happen to be married, but there are a lot of single women who they holding it down. They got their own. We are independent. We are well informed, you know. Because again, in the word it says unicorns are strong. We're blessed people. We are. And and going back to my specific example, I am far more romantically attracted to women. Far more. But I have more sexual confidence with men. That's just how I'm made. And because I'm so googly eyed over women, like a little puppy, women are just so beautiful and so strong and so, I was raised by one. My mama was strong, you know. She raised me to be strong, you know. So, and to go after what I want, you know. And I'm attracted to other strong women who know how to lead, okay? Who have what I have and greater. You know, I happen to not be that interested in men on that level. You know, I just don't. So I tend to just more so have a sexual relationship with the guy. You know, I care about him, you know, but when it comes to like the intimacy, the romance, and just the ooh, I have that for the woman. The man gets some, he gets a little, I don't ignore the guy. They're married, But I just connect more sexually to men than I do intimacy wise. That's how I'm wired, you know. So I think each unicorn is different and has something different to offer, has different needs and demands from couples. Yeah. I really just want to date a couple because I like that male and female energy. I like being able to feel that balance of getting what I need from each. You know, let me light my throat chakra candle, and let me start a new sage. Burn some sage, and I'm gonna pull a tarot card here. because you know I have my romantic tarot deck. And so again, I'm aware of the history of unicorns, but you know, things change, things evolve. Unicorns, we have evolved. We have a voice. We speak up. We let it be known what we want. We set boundaries. We don't just follow other people's orders. We're not like that anymore. We're just not. And some people don't want to accept that and let it go. Well, it's time to let it go. Let it go. Unicorn, being a unicorn is not a bad thing. It's a needed thing. Not everyone can just be with, you know, just one thing, you know. Unicorns, we're strong, we're smart, we know how to take care of ourselves, we know how to negotiate in relationships. We have relationship skills, we have communication skills, okay? Oh, a card jumped out. Here we have the Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles here shows like earthly energy, earthly possessions, okay? And with this particular card, you have a man and a woman. And the woman, you know, she's gazing out into the window. And she seems to be occupied. And the gentleman, he's trying to get her attention. He's trying to get her attention. And so let me read up on this card, because this is a unicorn message. So I want to read up on the Two of Pentacles here. And I just want to just, again, you know, unicorns, what makes us magical, which makes us healers, is because we have the ability to assess a couple's situation and respond to it. Absolutely, absolutely. And so we have the Pentacles. Oh, number 2. Okay, got it. Here we go. Uncertainty, unease, and the fear of getting involved must be overcome. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so like in this lifestyle of being a unicorn, there's a lot of concern of abuse, things like that, you know. And I respect that. I understand that. Abuse occurs in monogamous relationships. Abuse occurs in, can occur in any relationship. Any. Any. There are abusive people in this world. And no matter what kind of relationship you're in, there's going to be challenges. And because we are aware of the challenges that unicorns face with couples, then it's good to educate them on it. But it's not good to speak against what they are born to do. Born to be. So, with the Two of Pentacles, you can have whatever relationship you want. The feminine energy is inquisitive. The feminine energy seeks things, knows what's needed. The masculine energy, well, masculine energy is attracted, is guided by the feminine energy. There's a lot to be gained when the masculine energy looks to and respects the feminine energy. She has a way of easing the situation. The bottom of the deck, Justice. Feminine energy knows how to balance things out, you know. So, the unicorn and couples work together to balance things out. She has the balance in her hand. And I'll read up on the Justice card real quick. Okay. To obtain love, you must give something in exchange and pay the price for the errors of the past. Okay. That's interesting. So, with today's unicorns, although we may approach our couples differently, we may approach them differently, usually The woman has the vision, you know. She's looking. And the unicorn is there to bring balance. To bring balance. And I know when I consider a couple, I study them. I look at what they need. What do they need? From anybody, not necessarily just me, but anybody. What do they need? And I would challenge them to do the same. Check me out. You know, study me. What do I need? From any couple. What would I need? And once those needs are identified, from there you negotiate. You negotiate what can you actually do and what you can't. You set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries that only the three of you can establish. Because only the three of you have identified the needs. Really, no one on the outside can dictate to you what your needs are. So, as I interpret these cards, you know, couples are seeking. They're seeking balance. And unicorns are born anointed to be that balance. That's just how we are. It's a calling on our life. That bi-ness in us craves bringing balance. So today's unicorns, we're powerful, we're strong, we're not confused, we're smart, we're not weak, we're the opposite. We are strong, we are anointed, anointed to bring balance to couples. And in bringing balance to couples, we balance ourselves. We're not designed to just go one way. Which means laws need to be changed. Laws need to be changed so that we don't have to make choices like that. You know, we can only marry one person right now. If unicorns could marry a man and a woman, then we would be set. But many of us marry a man or a woman, and then we're not balanced. We're not, our energy, our purpose, our calling isn't balanced. We need couples to balance us. And the couple, need us to balance them, to bring healing. Not everyone's going to understand what I'm talking about. And that's okay. This is not meant for everybody. It's a calling on our lives. And it's meant for, couples that are looking for balance. And, I'm going to just go ahead and say it doesn't matter who's the more intuitive or inquisitive one, intuitive one. It could be the man. He might be the more, you know, intuitive one, the one that see the need for balance. He may be the one that see it. But with this card, it's showing the woman, the feminine energy is the dominant energy with this particular card. And it happens to work out with the scenario because I'm a woman, And then, to me, this card, the Justice card, is symbolic of, we're talking about unicorns. Unicorns and couples. And this unicorn brings balance, and she's fair. She's fair. In how she deals with the couple, she's fair. Because depending on your style of unicorn, there's different styles. I prefer to date couples as a unit. When I approach your marriage, I want to leave it, if it's going to come to an end, I want to leave it the same. Not that that's possible, but, I want to leave it unharmed. And as a married woman, I prefer another married couple because the risk is the same. We're on the same playing field, if you will. Other unicorns may have other, preferences. And that's fine. They may date each one individually and together, or just individually. There's so many ways you can mix it all up. And it's all based on what the group's need is and what you negotiate. Brush up on your negotiation skills. Look out for you. All involved. Look out for you. Make sure your needs are met. Because we're smart. We know what we're doing. We know what we want. Can't no couple trip you up because you know what you want. You know what your needs are. Make sure that they're communicated and make sure that they're met. If not, just like any other relationship, out of there. Out. Don't overcommit. Don't give more of yourself than you have to give. You come first. Whether you're the unicorn, the married woman, the married man, even if the couple isn't married, they don't have to be married. It can be all three single people. This thing can go so many ways. But at the end of the day, unicorns are not weak, helpless victims. We're not. We're strong. We're a blessing. We know our worth. We know how to negotiate and take care of ourselves. No single man, no single woman, no couple together can, destroy us. No, not if we don't allow it. We're strong. We're smart. We're intelligent. We can read. you know, we know other people and seen things. We're in the Facebook groups reading stuff too. You know, yeah. There's television shows, there's movies, you know. There's so much information out there on dating. We have to maintain self-care. Maintain our self-care. Know our worth. Educate yourself on whatever dating dynamic you're interested in. But don't let anyone talk you out of being who you are. Don't let anyone get away with talking down on what you love, on what you know is true for you. We can't let people keep getting away with it. We're too smart. We're too informed, intelligent. To be looked at any other way. And again, I respect the fact that there are people who have negative experiences. That's horrible. Whether you're monogamous, whether you're in a triad or quad or whatever your dynamic is, abuse is wrong. No need to single out couples and unicorns. We don't need to be the, the poster child for it. That's not right. That's like saying all black people eat watermelon. No, all black people don't eat watermelon. All couples don't abuse unicorns. All unicorns aren't stupid, gullible, weak. No. So stop assuming it. Stop assuming it. That's insulting. It's stereotyping. Unless someone come to you and say that they are abused, well, don't assume it. Don't just give me no watermelon because I'm black. Don't throw me a book about couples privilege just because I say I'm a unicorn. It's just time to evolve, change our communication and our educational techniques to positive things. If someone comes to you for help, then yeah. If a black person comes to the table and asks for watermelon, give them a slice. But don't just run out and give every black person watermelon at the picnic tables. That's insulting and stereotyping. And so is assuming that couples abuse unicorns. Insulting and stereotyping. It's just wrong. Does it happen? Yeah. Do couples abuse unicorns? Yeah, it happens. Do straight monogamous men abuse straight monogamous women in marriages and in courtships? Yeah, it happens. It does. Does abuse happen in polyamorous relationships where everybody's, you know, equitable and the ideal polyamorous situation? You know, do those people have abuse issues too? Yeah, they can. Okay. It's all wrong. But to hold one out more than another isn't fair. It's just not fair to constantly throw the book in the face of couples and unicorns. Well, I'm Dr. Alicia the Preacher, and I just wanted to talk about unicorns and express how important we are in our purpose. And, you know, our purposes may vary, okay? But for the most part, we're bisexual people, biromantic people, bisensual people. We're just bi in some kind of way, you know? And it's a calling in our life. And most of us are drawn to couples, whether they're same-sex couples, you know, opposite-sex couples, any combination of couples. So it's a unique thing. And only the couples that have use for us, that need us, can understand. You know, couples who don't won't get it, and that's okay. It's okay. But I think that we can all evolve and grow in the same space. A space when, especially when that space, the focus is honesty, consent, you know, acknowledging everyone involved. So there it is. Dr. Alicia the Preacher's take on unicorns. If you'd like to donate to my channel, my Cash App is $Dr. Alicia the Preacher. Please click like and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Dr. Alicia the Preacher. Bye.